Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Hi guys. Now we are going to learn a new chapter, which is chapter 9, Carbonyl compounds. So for this part, we are going to learn about nomenclature of aldehyde and ketone and how to prepare aldehyde and ketone. So guys, let's start. Alright guys, as we know that aldehyde and ketone are in the same functional group, which is carbonyl group. Alright, so look at the formula aldehyde and ketone. So ketone consists of C double bond O and aldehyde also consists of C double bond O. But what is the difference? Aldehyde contain at least one hydrogen atom bonded to C double bond O. So normally the C double bond O H at aldehyde berada di hujung sebelah kiri ataupun di hujung sebelah kanan. Alright? But for ketone, the C double bond O here has two alkyl or aryl group will bonded to it. So dia diapit oleh dua carbon for ketone. So that's the difference between aldehyde and ketone. Okay, now we are going to learn about IUPAC nomenclature for aldehyde and ketone. Alright guys, we start with naming aldehyde first. So actually class, when you want to naming for aldehyde and ketone, the procedure still same like alkane, alkene, alcohol before this. Sama je class. Okay, so for aldehyde, parent chain, you need to find the longest parent chain as usual. But that longest parent chain must contain C double bond OH group, and the C double bond OH group must number as C1. But omit this number from the name. Why? Because C double bond OH always at carbon number 1. So you tak perlu letak 1 methanol, 1 ethanol. Tidak perlu. Okay? So for example like this. Alright, so we put number 1 at carbon double bond H. And then teruskan number 2, number 3, number 4 and number 5. So as we know that if our longest carbon chain consists of 5 carbon, nama dia mesti start with pentane atau pentanal. So kita gantikan prefix dekat belakang adalah nal. Okay, pentanal. So this is the parent name. So at carbon number 2 we have ethyl, carbon number 4 we have methyl. So the substituent still same like before this. Okay, when CHO group attached to a ring. Ring means either cyclopentane, cyclobutane, the suffix carbaldehyde is used. So you kena tambah ayat dekat belakang ni iaitu carbaldehyde. Why class? Okay, look at this example. Kenapa kita kena tambah suffix carbaldehyde tu? Sebab number of carbon yang ada pada dia lebih dari yang asal. Kalau you tengok contoh dekat sini, kita ada 4 carbon here, cyclobutane, nampak? Okay, but dia ada extra satu kat sini. Dia nak jadi C double bond OH. So actually parent kita adalah start daripada sini, C kat sini and with this cyclobutane. So kalau you combine all the parent chain here adalah 5 carbon. So nama dia tak boleh jadi cyclopentanal. Nampak tak? Nama dia takkan jadi cyclopentanal. Okay, why? Because the shape of the ring is 4 atau square. 4 carbon, consists of 4 carbon, kan? Square shape. So square shape, nama dia should be cyclobutane. Bila dia ada extra lagi satu carbon here, so this extra carbon here when directly bond with ring, you kena tambah sebagai carbaldehyde. So nama dia parent name adalah cyclobutane carbaldehyde. Like that. Okay? So we have two substituent here. So 3,3-dichloro cyclobutane carbaldehyde. Boleh nampak So bila CHO atau C double bond OH attached to ring, so you kena tambah ayat dekat belakang iaitu carbaldehyde. Alright, next the aldehyde has higher priority to other functional group except acid, which is carboxylic acid, and ester. Okay, if we look at this table, so you dah very familiar with this table. So aldehyde priority dia lebih rendah daripada ester and carboxylic acid. So dia lebih tinggi daripada compound lain. For example here, okay, so we have two important functional group here. Okay, kita ada alcohol and aldehyde, C double bond OH. But look at this table, so aldehyde higher priority than alcohol. So that's why our aldehyde should be our parent chain. So sebab tu nama dia adalah butanal, while this alcohol will be our substituent. So nama dia jadi 3-hydroxybutanal. Okay, and then we have aromatic aldehyde, aldehyde yang you dah pernah jumpa dalam chapter 6. Benzaldehyde. So this is aromatic aldehyde. Okay, common name for aldehyde. Okay, we have a few simple well-known aldehyde common name that are recognized by IUPAC name. Just now we have benzaldehyde. So benzaldehyde tu adalah common name, okay, yang kita guna dalam IUPAC juga. So this is some example of common name in aldehyde. For example, kalau biasa IUPAC kita pakai metanal, etanal, propanal, butanal. So sometimes in the question dia juga boleh guna common name formaldehyde like that. Okay, tapi for your syllabus untuk IUPAC name lebih baik you ingat bahagian IUPAC name je lah. Metanal, etanal, propanal, butanal and so on. Alright. Okay, next we look at naming ketone. Same like aldehyde, we need to find the longest carbon chain that contain C double bond O. But now the C double bond O in ketone tidak berada di hujung. Right? So you need to find the longest carbon chain that contain ketone group, and numbering must begin at the end nearer to C double bond O carbon. Like this. Okay? So for example, we have this compound. So we start numbering at left side. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why? Because dia lebih dekat dengan C double bond O. Okay, so the position of C double bond O in ketone kena bagi nombor like this. 3-hexanone. Tengok nama belakang dia, non. Okay, so why kita kena bagi number? Because this C double bond O juga boleh berada at carbon number 2. So dia boleh jadi 2-hexanone. So that's why we need to give number the position of C double bond O. Like alkene, position of double carbon double bonds before this juga kita bagi nombor. But for aldehyde tidak perlu diletakkan nombor because the C double bond OH always at carbon number 1. Okay, next we have the cyclic ketone. Untuk aldehyde just now we need to add orang kata apa, nama khas yang lain, carbaldehyde. But for ketone no need. Okay, because it will include in the ring like this. So if you look at this ring, the C double bond O berada di dalam gelang, di dalam ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tidak ada extra value mil carbon like aldehyde. So that's why nama dia akan jadi cyclopentanone. Nampak tak? Okay, kalau aldehyde tadi we need to add a new prefix which is carbaldehyde, but for ketone no need. Okay, next, the ketone group has higher priority to other functional group except carboxylic acid, ester and aldehyde. So you can refer to this table. Okay, ketone higher priority than alcohol, amine, alkene and alkane. So for example here, look at the first one here. So we have ketone and alkene here. But which one is our parent chain? Siapa yang akan menang untuk jadi nama dia? So of course lah ketone. Sebab ketone higher priority than alkene. So here number 1 must start at right side because ketone menang tadi kan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So dia jadi 4-hexene 2-one. 4 refer to the position of double bond, 2 refer to the position of C double bond O. Next, we have alcohol here with ketone. So look in this table, ketone higher priority than alcohol. So that's why ketone will be our parent chain. So here we have 4-hydroxy, 4-methyl, 2-pentanone. Okay guys? Alright, next we look at the preparation of carbonyl compound. Okay, so preparation for carbonyl compound we already learned in the last chapter. Okay, so I will not teach you here because you can refer to the video yang sebelum ni. For example, if you want to produce carbonyl compound, you can prepare it from oxidative cleavage of alkene, which is from the ozonolysis by using potassium permanganate. It will produce ketone. So this one we already learned in chapter 5.2. And then from Friedel-Crafts acylation, chapter 6 in aromatic compound. So actually for Friedel-Crafts acylation, you will produce aromatic ketone. Alright. And the last chapter yang kita baru belajar, chapter 8, oxidation of alcohol, also will produce ketone and aldehyde. Alright guys, so you boleh refer ke dalam video yang sebelum ni. Okay, thank you guys. I will see you in the next part of chapter 9. Bye guys.